Welcome back to the channel. The last major eShop sale, the New Year's sale, ends on January 16th. And for those looking for a few more games to get for cheap, the next few days might be your last chance for quite a while. So what I've done for you is I've gone through the past 4 videos that have covered the sale and have cut out the expired deals and assembled a massive eShop roundup for you that contains over 55 active deals from the New Year's sale. As always, there's timestamps that you can use for navigation if you need. Anyway, enjoy and happy gaming! The Ori series on the Switch are some of the best Metroidvanias on the system. First of all, they look absolutely fantastic. They are visual stunners, but the gameplay is also just as fantastic as you explore and discover each story within. You can nab the first game, Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition, for $7.49, as well as the sequel, Ori and the Will o' the Wisps, for $7.49. Both games are at new low prices on the eShop via the sale. In Spiritfarer, you play as Stella, the new ferry master to the deceased. In this game, you'll build a boat and explore the oceans and islands to encounter spirits, to become friends with and care for them until they are able to finally pass on. It's part management game, part lessons in the journey of life and death. Spiritfarer is an emotional game that I feel that people need to experience. Few games touch on death in such a way that Spiritfarer has, while also being a wonderful experience. It's on sale for $7.49 at a brand new lowest price ever on the eShop until January 16th. If you're in the mood for a great 3D platformer, New Super Lucky's Tale is one of the best you can nab on the Switch. Inspired by all those 3D classics of yesteryear, New Super Lucky's Tale is filled with plenty of colorful levels that are fun to explore, with lots of secrets to discover. It's a great game. You can nab it via the eShop sale for a brand new low price of $9.89, and honestly, for $10, it's a steal. Find, capture, and take care of your slimes as you complete quests and grow your slime farm and Slime Rancher Portable Edition. This edition of the game includes a Secret Style Pack DLC. It's an adventure simulation game like no other. You can get it via the New Year's eShop sale for just $12.49 at a brand new low via the sale. Witchwood is a beautiful crafting adventure game where you journey through a gothic fairy tale setting to collect ingredients, to brew recipes, and enchantments as you encounter crazy characters and creatures. It's a nice adventure game driven by a neat visual look. It's on sale for $9.99 at a brand new low of 50% off the MSRP eShop price. The Aqua Kitty Cats are back in their second game, which is an action RPG shoot-'em-up adventure. This is a really fun game and a nice twist on shoot-'em-ups. Build your crew and go on an adventure for loot as you shoot up enemies and gain EXP. It's on sale for $4.49 at a brand new low price on the eShop until January 16th. In Rogue Legacy, each time you die, your child will carry on your legacy. Not only will they gain stats from your genes, but also have some quirks, like possibly being colorblind, having Alzheimer's, or even having vertigo. Yes, Rogue Legacy is sure to be a trip with its crazy elements, but beyond that, the gameplay itself seems to channel a few elements from Castlevania and the Ghosts and Goblins series, which hey, I'm all for, and it's probably part of the reason why I love it so much. I highly recommend picking this one up at its brand new low price of just $2.99 via the eShop sale. It's absolutely worth it. It was a long time coming, but Cellar Door Games finally did make a sequel to Rogue Legacy that adds brand new monsters, traps, layouts, classes, and abilities and more for an even bigger adventure. Now this game just came out in November, so its first discount isn't the biggest. But hey, if you want to play it right now, you might as well do so for a few bucks off. The crew behind the Rogue Legacy games is also known for their great Full Metal Furies a co-op action RPG where you need to work together to take on enemies and survive. This one has great gameplay that can be enjoyed through local or online play up to 4 players. This is going for a brand new low price as well, for $3.99 via the eShop sale until January 16th. There are additional indie games that are back on sale that I think are must-owns for the Switch. Hollow Knight is a fantastic 2D Metroidvania that will challenge you with the combat. For those who stick with it, are in for one of the best games around. Even though it's a tough game, the combat is addicting. It's back on sale at $7.50 until January 16th. As far as 2D platformers go, Celeste is one of the very best. Go on a mountain journey through 700 screens of platforming that will challenge you. For those who tackle that and crave more of a challenge, there are the super challenging side B chapters that await you. It's a fantastic game. You can nab the game for just $4.99 until January 16th. For fans of simulation or farm simulation games, or fans of cozy games, Stardew Valley is one of the very best games you can get. The amount of content in this game could last you for ages, and the fact you can play online with others makes it even sweeter. Grow your farm, mine in the caves, build relationships with the townspeople. Every day is an adventure in Stardew Valley. You can nab it on sale for just $9.99 until January 16th. For those who love 2D platformers, especially from the 16-bit era of gaming, should definitely check out Kaze and the Wild Masks, as it reminds me quite a bit of those 16-bit platformers of yesteryear. Gaining the power of the Wild Masks to get powers from the tiger, eagle, and shark as you explore over 30 levels in tight platforming gameplay. It's just $9.99 via the eShop sale. If you're looking for spooks to kick off the new year for whatever reason, then playing the Atlus Games is an excellent way to do so. They are pretty darn good survivor horror adventures. Outlast Bundle of Terror, which contains the first game and the DLC expansion, is $3.74. Outlast 2 is $4.49. Both games are at the lowest prices they've ever been via the eShop sale. If you're looking for the best bang for your buck at good value, then the following deals on some game collections are great ones to get. For FPS fans, the Doom Slayers collection is a must-get. It contains the impossible port of Doom 2016, with Doom 1993 Classic, Doom 2 Classic, Doom 64, and Doom 3 for 5 games in total. The ports of Doom 1993 through Doom 64 and Doom 3 are updated with additional contents and modern features that make them some of the best ways to play them on any console. You can pick up the collection for just $12.49, a freaking steal on the eShop until January 16th. Konami has some wonderful collections on sale, and if you somehow missed them during the holiday sales, well, the good news is they're back on sale at that sweet $3.99 price point. There's 3 collections to choose from. The Castlevania collection has a bunch of Castlevania classics from the 8-bit and 16-bit consoles for 8 games in total. The Contra collection has a bunch of 8-bit and 16-bit games, as well as some arcade games too from the Contra library for 10 games in all. Finally, the Arcade Classics Anniversary Collection has a bunch of shoot-em-ups, 7 in total, and Haunted Castle, the arcade version of Castlevania. Again, each collection is just going for $3.99 until January 16th. There's one more collection from Konami to make note of, this one being the Castlevania Advance Collection. This has all 3 Castlevania games from the Game Boy Advance. These games are some of the best games from that Nintendo handheld. This collection also has Castlevania Dracula X from the SNES. The collection is $11.99 until January 16th. Over 50 games are in this Sega Genesis Classics collection on the Switch, so those looking for a bunch of games for cheap should definitely check it out, especially since it's going for $8.99, a return of the holiday sale price. It's got games from the Sonic series, Phantasy Star, beat 'em up games, puzzle games, and more with modern features like rewind and save states and online gameplay. Blaster Master 03 is the latest entry in the series and is going for a brand new low price as well at $7.49 from the eShop until January 16th. A hybrid of side-scrolling and top-down action gameplay, Blaster Master 03 is a fitting end to the Jason saga for the series. It really is a satisfying game. The first two entries are going for $4.99 each, so don't forget to nab those as well if you want them. Those who are craving some awesome 2D action should check out Gunvolt Chronicles Luminous Avenger X2. And yes, I looked it up. That's how it's supposed to be pronounced according to the developers. Speedy gameplay and Twitch reaction time are what you need here, as you need to master the new break, shift, form abilities in the new spinning blade. The lead character earns weapons whenever he defeats a boss, kind of like the Mega Man games, and these abilities allow you to target weak points, as well as help with the traversal through the stages. It's great stuff. You can get it for $17.49 at its lowest price ever via the eShop sale until January 16th. Heroes of Hammerwatch Ultimate Edition is a great game for action RPG roguelike fans, as you get to play as different classes with a ton of skills and different playstyles and intense combat through procedurally generated levels. This was a really well-received game at release. Now the best aspect is probably the multiplayer, as it can be enjoyed through online gameplay with up to 3 other people in co-op. This version includes all the DLC that was released for it, so there's a lot of content to tackle. It's on sale for $7.49 at its lowest price ever until January 16th. I'm going to kick things off with some Sega and Atlus sales, as they got a number of games at brand new lows on the eShop. Pure Tetris is an excellent puzzle game that allows you to play a ton of gameplay modes, from adventure to challenge modes, arcade modes, and multiplayer modes, either in Pure style or Tetris style, or both during the same session. There's a lot of fun to be had with this game that is sure to satisfy puzzle fans. It's on sale for $5.99 at a brand new low in the eShop until January 16th. Now if you have Pure Tetris and want some more, well, the sequel is on sale at a brand new low as well. This is going for $11.99 on the eShop sale. Just like the first one, this is an excellent puzzle game. This one offers improved online modes, a new skill battle system that allows characters to use special skills, and a brand new adventure mode, plus other goodies. If you're looking for just pure fun, or maybe you're on a tight budget, then consider picking up Pure Champions. This is at a brand new, rock bottom price of $1.99, which is the lowest price most games can go on the eShop. I really loved Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania when it came out on the Switch in 2021. It includes more than 300 stages from Super Monkey Ball 1 and 2, as well as Deluxe. You know, the really good games in the series. There's a ton of content to enjoy, lots of multiplayer goodness, including some party modes, and plenty of stuff to unlock. It's a good game, a good entry in the series. You can nab it off the eShop at the sweet price of about $20. It's the lowest price ever. You can also opt for the Deluxe Edition for $5 more, and that includes a bunch of extra customization options, additional playable characters, and the classic soundtracks. I think it's worth it for $5 more. I mean, you can play as a Dreamcast. How cool is that? I sure do miss the Dreamcast. Catherine Full Body, the anime puzzle game with lessons on why you shouldn't cheat on your partner. Being the full body version includes a bunch of additional content and changes, including a new difficulty mode, the new arranged puzzle mode, and of course, you get a brand new character to the story, as well as other goodies. It's on sale at a brand new low in the eShop until January 16th. Of course, there's some RPGs on sale from Atlus for brand new low prices. Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remaster is a really good remaster of the PS2 gem. Of course, there's better graphics this time around, with new models and such, and it also includes a new difficulty level, plus the ability to change difficulty at any time, better saving options, a new story branch, and both the Japanese and English voiced audio. Now this is a good RPG. I mean, it's Shin Megami Tensei, which means it's dark, and at times the game is challenging in a good way, and recruiting monsters is always fun. The game itself is on sale for $22.49, which is at a brand new low price on the eShop. The deluxe edition is also at a brand new low of $31.49, and this adds more stuff like the ability to recruit Dante from Devil May Cry and the Map Pack DLC, as well as the background music pack. The best RPG from them might be Persona 5 Royal. Yes, the Masterpiece RPG is a fan favorite for a lot of good reasons. The Switch version is quite good, it has great performance, and it looks very good, so if you're looking to enjoy this on the Switch, I think you'd be pleased. It's on sale at a brand new low price on the eShop for $41.99. Now I will say look around, as I still see it in physical form, going for a bit less through a few sales, so if you don't mind having it physical, that might be a route to take if you want to save a few more additional bones. Fans of Demon Slayer looking to pick up the fighting game for the Switch can do so for 50% off at a brand new low price of $29.99. Now the game looks like a good anime fighter. It was developed by CyberConnect 2, which has a very good history with those anime style fighters, as well as putting out games that have good performance on the Switch. I know sometimes fighting games can struggle with some Switch ports, but CyberConnect 2 seems to know their stuff. The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero just came out on the Switch this past September, and the game received some really good reviews. If you've been meaning to pick it up, it's got its first sale on the eShop, marking it down to $31.99 until January 16th. That's not too shabby at all. Now, side note, I love the fact that NIS America always prices its digital version of its games lower than the physical versions by default. I mean, it makes sense, right? It's something I wish other companies would do so. Do you think more companies need to do that? Let me know what you think in the comments. Androdunos 2 is a brand new sequel to the SNK scrolling shooter, which was one of the best shoot-em-ups for the Neo Geo. This shooter is very good, and it was very well received. Now this was actually one of the last major 3DS games released for the 3DS, but now it has been ported to other platforms, including the Switch. You can now have it on sale for 50% off its MSRP price for $9.99, and trust me, it's absolutely worth getting if you want a great shoot-em-up. The first Blossom Tales game was a very popular indie title early on in the Switch's lifespan. After a long wait, the sequel, Blossom Tales 2, The Minotaur Prince, has finally arrived, and it has its first sale on the eShop. You can get it on sale for $11.24 until January 16th. Judging by reviews, it seems like it's a good sequel. Zelda with guns. Yes, that is what Trigger Rich is, and you're probably sold on the game with that statement alone. Lots of guns to obtain, a fun story with twin-stick shooter mechanics, and co-op, yes, co-op play, which are all highlights of this game. If you are wanting to give it a go, you can get it at a brand new low price of $7.49 until January 16th. I know Tunic was a game that a lot of gamers had their eye on last year. It's an isometric adventure that looks like a lot of fun, has a nice visual look, and definitely has inspirations from the Zelda games. It also reviewed very well, nabbing an 88 on Metacritic for the Switch version at the time of this video. If you've been interested in picking up this little gem, you can do so via its first sale of $26.99 until January 16th. Disney Dreamlight Valley is all the rage among cozy gamers and on Twitch. Gamers really seem to be addicted to the game. Now it is in early access, so there's going to be some changes to the game that will probably happen as it inches towards its proper quote-unquote release. But if you want to give it a go now, you can do so at a discount. Yes, it's got its first sale on the eShop, going for $22.49 until January 16th. If you want the Ultimate Edition, which has all the extra content shown on screen, well, you can nab that for $48.99. Alright, one more game, that being the bonus game of this video. Did you know the Oregon Trail is on Switch? Yes, the edutainment game, where your party can die from dysentery at a moment's notice, is back and it can be had on the system. Apparently this is a version that is a bit updated from the Apple Arcade iOS release that came out a few years ago, and so far the game seems to be well received. So I'm just putting this one out there. If you have some nostalgia for the game, it might be worth getting, since it's got its first sale, a big one, knocking it down to $20.99 on the eShop sale. I'm going to kick things off with the excellent indie title, Enter the Gungeon. This bullet hell meets dungeon crawler is a gem. Fight through constantly evolving and changing rooms and dangers as the game tries to push you to your very limit, only for you to come back for more. This game is a must-get, and at 50% off, at its lowest price ever on the eShop, there's no time like the present to do so. Oh, and did I mention, it has co-op play? Yes, it does, and make sure to bring a friend to join in on the fun. Going from one intense action game to another, Fury Unleashed is the next one on our list, and this is a run and gun set in a comic book setting. It is a roguelite, as the levels change on the fly, as well as through each and every playthrough. It's a solid game, lots of action, lots of bosses to face, and it has co-op through both local and online play. You can nab it off the eShop for just $4.99 at its lowest price ever until January 31st. The Last Campfire from Hello Games is an emotional but enjoyable puzzle adventure game that has you going on a journey to light the last campfire. Along the way, you'll encounter lost souls and creatures as well as ruins as you try to solve puzzles and find your way. It's a great indie title that's absolutely worth getting for a few bones. It's $2.99 until January 16th. For those looking for some good JRPG goodness on the cheap, got two returning deals that are excellent pickups without breaking the bank. There's Sega's RPG, Shining Resonance Refrain, that's on sale for $5.99. In addition, there's Bandai Namco's Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition that is going for $7.99 via the eShop sale. Both are good games, especially Vesperia, that will provide you with hours of fun. This next game is a bit of a wild card, as not many know this game exists. There's a brand new Monster Rancher game that came out late last year, and it features kaiju from the Ultraman series. Years ago, if you told me that would be a thing, I'd have said you're insane, but it does exist, and guess what? It is actually really good. If you love the Monster Rancher series, you'll be pleased that it uses updates from the remastered games that came out a year prior, as well as a bunch of gameplay adjustments that make it more fun to play than ever. And it's got kaiju. You can raise your very own giant monsters. How freaking cool is that? Anyway, it's on sale for $34.99. It's the lowest price ever on the eShop. And trust me, this is a game I will be talking about in length sometime in the near future, because I freaking love this game. In the first video, covering the New Year sale, I talked about Doom games, but let's give Wolfenstein some love too. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, is an excellent Switch port. Have you ever been curious about getting it? Well, the good news is it's marked down to a super low price of $5.99. FPS fans, do not miss out on that. Only $6 is a steal for that one. If you missed out on getting Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc Anniversary Edition for $2.99 this past holiday, well, it is back on sale, but you'll need to pay about $3 more to get it. Now the sequel, Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair Anniversary Edition, reaches a brand new low price, as it's going for $5.99 as well. Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony Anniversary Edition also reaches a brand new low price on the eShop. This one is going for $11.99. Now it's time for some game collections. Collections when they go on sale are great, as you get a number of games for a good deal, aka you get a good bang for your buck. The Borderlands Legendary Collection contains Borderlands Game of the Year Edition, Borderlands 2, and Borderlands the Pre-Sequel, all for $9.99. These are great ports on the Switch. Also from 2K is BioShock the Collection, which contains BioShock Remastered, BioShock 2 Remastered, and BioShock Infinite, the Complete Edition, for $9.99 as well. Again, great ports for the system, excellent FPS fun in cheap packages, and the sale for both of them will last until January 17th. If you're a fan of fighting games, or like anime, or the Naruto series, then consider picking up Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Trilogy. This one has 3 of the first games in the series, and it's only $9.99 as well. This includes all the DLC that was ever released for each game. The Hotline Miami collection contains Hotline Miami 1 and 2, which are both trippy and brutal games, but are very well liked for the challenge. It's on sale for $6.24 via the eShop sale until January 16th. Klonoa Fantasy Reverie series was one of the best things to come out last year, as it contains remastered ports of Klonoa 1 and 2 in one package. These are fantastic platformers. This is back on sale at its previous holiday sale price of $23.99 until January 16th. It is a rare event when Nintendo puts games from their catalog on sale on the eShop, so I always make it a point to report it when they do. They have 8 games currently from their catalog on sale. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening is a remake of the classic 1993 Game Boy game. It's still as fun as ever to play, with some modern adjustments, and you have the ability to even create your own dungeons through blocks that you obtain. It's on sale for $41.99 via the eShop sale. Cadence of Hyrule Crypt of the Necrodancer, featuring The Legend of Zelda, combines the rhythm music action gameplay of the Crypt of the Necrodancer series with the 2D aspects of the Legend of Zelda series. This game is actually quite fun, and I highly encourage you to give the eShop demo a go if you're unsure if it's worth picking up. You can nab it on sale for $17.49, as well as pick up the Season Pass by itself or the bundle for discounts too if you want. Paper Mario: The Origami King is the latest game in the Paper Mario series, and I feel Nintendo finally got a winner again in the series with this release. It's a really fun game, and I liked its innovation, even if it's still swaying away from some of the earlier Paper Mario titles. This is on sale on the eShop for $41.99 until January 16th. Give Captain Toad Treasure Tracker a chance, that's all I say. This puzzle platformer is quite good. I really loved exploring each 3D stage, trying to find the best route with Toad, and collecting all the treasures. It's pretty inexpensive too, compared to most Nintendo first-party releases. You can nab it on sale for $27.99, but I say get it with the DLC for a few bucks more to get 5 more courses for the complete package. There's a demo on the eShop as well, if you're curious. Fire Emblem Warriors is a fun hack-and-slash game that features lots of classic characters from the series, uniting and working together as they mow down hordes of enemies. It ends up being a great mashup that works surprisingly very well, using a lot of the Fire Emblem series aspects. The game itself is on sale for $41.99, but what I really want to draw attention to is the DLC, the Season Pass, as it's only the second time ever it's been on sale on the eShop. That's going for $13.99. Dragon Quest Builders 2, developed by Square Enix, is a much bigger game than the first one. A bigger story mode, hundreds of new items to build, as well as 4-player online co-op, which multiplayer was what the first game really lacked. It's on sale for $34.99 via the eShop sale, and there's a demo to try out on the eShop if you're curious. A couple more games from Nintendo that are on sale. First one being Big Brain Academy, Brain vs. Brain. This is on sale for $20.99 at its lowest price ever. Finally, there's Fitness Boxing, which is on sale for $34.99.